For more than 3 years, the skies over Ukraine have been dominated by one question: who will control the air? Russia entered the war with one of the world's largest air forces. Ukraine fought back with aging Soviet fighters and later received Western F-16s. But now, Europe may have just made its boldest move yet. A $2.5 billion fighter jet deal isn't just about buying aircraft. It could reshape the balance of power across Europe. Because the fighter Ukraine is getting wasn't designed to compete with the biggest air forces. It was designed to survive them. This is the story of why Sweden's Gripen E could become one of the most dangerous weapons in Europe's new air war. Since the full-scale invasion began in 2022, Ukraine has relied on every aircraft it could keep flying. Old MiG-29s, Su-27s, and later a limited number of Western F-16s helped defend its skies. But modern warfare has changed. Russian cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, drones, and long-range surveillance have turned traditional air bases into easy targets. Every time a fighter takes off from the same runway, it risks becoming the next target. Ukraine doesn't just need a better fighter. It needs a fighter that can survive before the battle even begins. And that's where Sweden enters the story. In July 2026, Ukraine signed a $2.5 billion agreement with Sweden to acquire 16 brand-new Gripen E fighters, with deliveries expected to begin in 2029. But that isn't the entire package. Before those advanced aircraft even arrive, Sweden plans to provide 16 Gripen C/D fighters as military aid starting in 2027. Pilot training, maintenance support, spare parts, and long-term logistics are all included. This isn't simply an arms sale. It's the beginning of Ukraine's transition into a modern European air force.
So, what makes the Gripen different? Unlike aircraft that depend on massive, well-protected air bases, the Gripen was built during the Cold War with a completely different philosophy. Sweden believed that if war ever came, its main airfields would be destroyed within hours. So engineers designed a fighter that could operate from ordinary highways, small stretches of road, or hidden bases deep inside forests. It can land, refuel, reload weapons, and return to the sky in a remarkably short time, with only a small ground crew. Imagine trying to destroy an air force when you don't even know where its aircraft will appear next. That flexibility could become one of Ukraine's greatest advantages. But mobility is only half the story. The Gripen E is packed with technology built for modern electronic warfare. Its powerful AESA radar can track multiple targets at long range. Its electronic warfare suite constantly searches for enemy radars and missile threats, helping the aircraft detect danger before danger detects it. Combined with advanced air-to-air missiles like the Meteor, the Gripen could engage enemy aircraft from well beyond visual range. In today's battlefield, the first pilot to detect the enemy often becomes the one who survives. And the Gripen was designed with exactly that reality in mind. There's another reason this deal matters. It signals something much bigger than 16 aircraft. According to Swedish officials, Ukraine's long-term ambition could eventually reach around 150 Gripen fighters. If that vision becomes reality, this won't be remembered as a simple procurement contract. It will be remembered as the moment Europe began rebuilding Ukraine's air power from the ground up. And perhaps more importantly, it shows that Europe's military support is shifting from emergency aid to long-term strategic investment. Instead of helping Ukraine survive one battle, Europe is preparing Ukraine for the battles of the next decade.
Of course, 16 fighters won't suddenly change the entire war. Air superiority isn't won overnight. Russia still possesses larger numbers, extensive air defense networks, and significant missile capabilities. But wars are rarely decided by numbers alone. History repeatedly shows that adaptability, technology, logistics, and training often matter just as much as fleet size. The Gripen was built around those exact principles. The skies over Ukraine remain one of the most dangerous battlefields on Earth. Every new aircraft entering that fight carries more than missiles and fuel. It carries hope, strategy, and the possibility of changing the future. Whether the Gripen ultimately transforms the war remains to be seen, but one thing is already clear. This wasn't just a $2.5 billion fighter jet deal. It was a message that Europe is preparing for a much longer struggle, and Ukraine is no longer just fighting to survive. It is preparing to fight with one of the most advanced air forces Europe can help build. Because sometimes, history doesn't change with a single battle. It changes the moment a nation decides what it will fight with tomorrow.